I'm super excited to introduce my next guest. He is an ATP Cup and Davis Cup player for Russia. He's knocked out 4 top 10 ATP players, a career high of 43 on the ATP singles chart. His nickname is Tsunami, and it is my pleasure to welcome Teymuraz Gabashvili to Off Court.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being here. I can see there's a nice view in the background. Can you tell us where you are?
I am in country of Georgia, in Tbilisi, and I was doing some fitness. I was running. I show you where. There downstairs, there is a city. So I was running downstairs, and then I climbed to this mountain. If you go up to the top, there is a recreation lake, but unfortunately it's closed because of quarantine. So I went up to there, and then now I'm coming back.
That is a beautiful view. Teymuraz, I want to ask you a bunch of questions today, but feel free to jump in and interrupt me or whatever. I want to ask you the first question, Tsunami. Where did you make up this nickname, or was this a nickname given to you? What does it mean?
No, I didn't make up this nickname. At the beginning it was Tornado in Spain. They called me like this. And then I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, really long time ago. Some of my teammates, not even teammates, even it was in Spain when I used to practice, or in Miami already, somebody for fun, or in the tour, they just called me Tsunami because I was so aggressive on the court when I was young, I was excited, I was screaming, yelling, and I was hitting so strong the ball, that's why they call me Tsunami.
That's a pretty cool nickname. I want to take you back to when you were younger. How did you start playing tennis in the first place? Like, where was your introduction to tennis?
Well, it was here in Georgia. I was born in Tbilisi. Used to be Soviet Union. It was still one country with Russia and no other. And my mom, she loved the sport. And then my father had his friend who was coach in the academy. And that's how I ended up in the tennis when I was six and a half, I think.
And was tennis always like a big part of your journey as a young junior, or were you doing a lot of other sports as well, or was it always focused on tennis?
Since that time, my mom really liked it, and because a friend of my father, I had good care, I had good coach, and I loved it. And plus, my mom was always with me. She wanted me to become tennis player, and that's why, of course, it was priority. But I also did soccer. I was goalkeeping, but I think first 2 years until I was 7 or 8. Because after, I don't know how, I was pretty good in tennis since I was young.
Yeah, I want to ask you, like, as a kid, so I know your mum wanted you to be a tennis player, but was it always a dream of yours to become a professional player, or was that later on as a junior?
I don't think that anybody's dream when he's or she is 5 years old or 6, can make the dream when what he wants to be when he's grown, because at the beginning, we all want to be in the moon, we all want to be cosmonauts, but it didn't come true. So for sure, I think by age, when you are 14, 15, then you can make up what you really want in your life. Until then, it's just for fun and just, when you are a kid, you just play and then make fun.
That's so interesting. So, a guy like you who's made it to, top 50 in the world, you've beaten a lot of great players, but as a kid, you just wanted to have fun until you were about 14. I want to ask you, did you train really hard at like 11, 12, 13 years old? Were you training 6, 7 days a week?
Well, I did since the beginning because my mom, every day she was on, I don't remember, maybe here in Georgia, not every day, but in Moscow when we moved, for sure, every day, before work or after work, she was taking me to the wall, and I was hitting the wall 2 hours every day. So maybe this made me that I was playing good when I was young.
That's interesting. I mean, I remember growing up playing on the wall as well. I think, most...
Yeah, I did a lot counting. Like, I remember she was counting on me, like 1,000 forehand, 1,000 backhand, like every day. So like, it was pain in the ass, sorry for this word, but I had to do because it was my mom. I was young, you cannot say no when you are 9, 10, 11, 12 years old.
That's funny. I remember my dad being on my case all the time. So as you got a little bit older, do you think that you had a lot of kids around you that were also playing at a good level? Or were you able to just motivate yourself? Or was it just, your parents and your coach motivating you?
Well, if we take results, junior results, we start counting. Before used to be ETA, European Tennis Association. I don't know how it calls now. And when I was 13, I was playing tournaments. I think my age, under 14, in winter, there was Winter Europe Cup, Summer Europe Cup, and also World Cup. Tournaments, 3 team tournaments, under 14, under 16, and then it changed already ITF. I think at 16 already ITF. So my age was first who won Europe Cup in winter. So we were first. We won Winter Europe Cup, but summer, yes, we did win also World Cups. And after that, I think in 20 years, Russia won maybe 10 or 11 or 12. So kids, really young kids school is one of the best in the world in Russia. Also, Marat Safin recently said in an interview that everybody can teach kids in Russia, really good, one of the best, but it's a huge problem from junior, not even 18, from junior when you are 15, 16 to become a more mature player. This is a huge problem in Russia. But at the young age, when I was starting, it was also from Soviet Union system. So you remember Soviet Union was everything, like a lot of hard working and this. And I was competing with good and competitive players for sure. And it used to be SNG, which was 16 countries, post-Soviet Union countries. And we had one ranking. So I was number one in SNG, basically. Ukraine, Latvia, and everything since I was 10 years old. And until 18, I think I never become second. I lost maybe one match. I lost one match against my age.
Who did you lose to?
It used to be, Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova.
Yeah.
Her brother is my age, and he was really good. He was basically, when we play under 14, let's say, he was serving 200 almost. He was huge. His foot is 50 something now. So he was huge guy, and he played good. We maybe in the year we lost one match in doubles when we played. So he was pretty talented. But as I said, after 15, 16, 17, this is huge problem in Russia, and then he couldn't make up really hard. We won with him futures even when we were 15, few futures in Spain, and he was really good. Maybe if he would continue, at least great doubles players he could be, and maybe singles also.